Did you know that the statistics in South Africa shows children between the age of 10 to 12 are having sex and getting pregnant? Like, I could not believe my eyes when I was reading that. I could not. I was shocked. Oh my God. These kids already are engaging in sex activities. So today I decided to rock this revealing top for this video. For what good reason? I'll give you a chance to think about the reason and convince yourself that it is for that good reason. Then come back, comment down below, what do you think is the reason I'm wearing this top today. But anyway, what's good everybody? I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you 1,000 times thank you for clicking the video. I really appreciate it. I go by the name of Asa, the lady behind Not Your Typical Believer channel. As you read by the title, today we are talking about, we are talking about sex talk or sex education at church. Now, can somebody please balance me here real quick? How come is the sex talk at church still a taboo topic when we have so many teenagers getting pregnant? And you mean to tell me that the believers are still shying away from this topic? Really? In this day and age, 2021 going to 2022, we are still shying away from this topic. Oh my God, I could not believe this. I still don't believe this. You know? So guys, today's video was inspired by an article I read which states that children from the age of 10 to 12 are engaging in sexual activities and getting pregnant. That was a shock of my life, let me tell you that. And this article got me thinking if the church is aware of the power and the influence that it has on people, you know. Okay, I know most people won't agree with me, but I really feel like sex education should be introduced in Sunday school. I'm sorry, but that's what I believe. Guys, the world is moving so fast and these kids are super smart. And the technology is not doing us any good, especially in terms of sex. These kids are exposed to sex at an early age because they are having phones at an early age. They are having Wi-Fi connection at a very young age and they are exposed to sex. So why are you still shying away from talking to your kids about sex? Why are you still shying away from educating them about sex and the right time of having sex? Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't understand. When you are not talking to your kids about sex, when you are not educating them, who do you think is doing that? Because someone has to do it. And I'll tell you for free, the streets are doing it. The community, the society is teaching your kids about sex if you are not. And what is important is that they are teaching your kids the negative things about sex. But you as a parent, you have all the privilege to talk about sex on a positive note and tell them to wait. When is the right time and the pleasant time to have sex, you know? I have been seeing young people getting all these positions at church, and that gave me hope that things will turn out for the better, you know, like we will have these discussions at church. But was I wrong or was I wrong, girl? I was wrong. Even the young pastors at church, they don't see a reason why they should sit young people down and talk about sex. They don't see a reason, and I don't get it. The only time you will hear sex talk at church is when these pastors are preaching and they will have a joke or something about sex, and it's not even that deep. It's not even that deep to a point of educating, you know. It's just a joke just to pass by, of which that is not enough. That is not enough. We need the congregation to be intentional about sex talk and sex education. We need that. The society needs that. Please, the believers must be intentional on educating young people about sex. It is important, guys. It must not just be a joke whenever you are preaching. No, you must be intentional, and it must last longer. The conversation that you are about to have or you are going to have must last longer for someone to think after that. After you've had the conversation, let that person think about everything that you said or you were teaching them. That's how it should be. That is how it should be at our churches, guys. And I really don't get it. Why is it still a taboo topic? Because it is very much necessary. It is very much needed for the congregation to teach young people about sex. We need those talks. We need those conversations. We need those teachings. It's very much important, guys. For our future, for our world to be a better place, we need those teachings from the church. Because I believe that's where it will start. And then it will spread out to other platforms, you know? So all I'm trying to say is that sex education is still important up until this day, and it is still relevant. It is a must topic to talk about with your kids. So please do understand that when you talk to your kids about sex, you are empowering them, and you are trying by all means to raise a wise young woman or young man, you know? And I hope and pray that church will take upon itself to educate and inform kids about sex education and life in general. Because I believe that we come from different homes and we are raised by different parents, you know. Some are strict and stuck in old ways, and some are getting with the program, you know. And I believe that if the church could take it upon itself to encourage parents to talk about sex with their kids. Even the church must talk about sex or give sex education to young kids, you know, or to teenagers. Up until today, there are parents who believe that they will never talk about sex with their children. Some believe that talking about sex with your children or educating your children about sex might impose the idea of them trying sex. Or it might seem like you are encouraging your kids to have sex, of which that is not true. That's not true at all. Because my thing is, if you are not talking about sex with your children, then who do you think is talking about sex with your children? Of course, there has to be someone who's teaching them, even if it's good or bad, but there has to be someone teaching them. And trust me, they are not teaching your kids the correct way of having sex or even engaging in sexual activities, you know. So it is very important for parents to sit their kids down and talk about these things, talk about these sensitive issues. It can never be a taboo topic at your home. No, it can't be. Because if it is, then that means your children will get educated by the society, their peers, and everyone, you know. And that is not a good idea at all. That's not a good idea at all. And please, when you are talking about sex with your children, don't make it a serious thing. Don't make it a round table meeting whereby we have to pull a serious face when you're talking about it. No, that won't work. Trust me, that won't work. You have to just talk about it randomly. It doesn't have to be formal. No, you just have to talk about it randomly so that your kids may enjoy or not be shy to ask questions or to talk about it back, you know. So guys, please, as parents out there, talk about sex with your children at a very young age. Because I'm telling you, I was shocked when I read that article. Who would think that at an age of 10, some kids out there, as we are talking right now, they are busy having sex? Oh, to even think about that gives me goosebumps. I cannot believe it. I am so shocked. I'm sorry. I just cannot believe that. This is what I don't get, right? Why is it so difficult for you to have sex conversations with your kids? I mean, you are the safe space to talk about anything, right? As a parent, you are allowing a safe space for your kids to learn, for your kids to get educated about sex, and yet you are denying your kids that opportunity. And I don't get it. Why is it so? What is it that makes it so difficult to venture to talk about sex, to educate your kids about sex? Like, I really don't get it. We are at a point now where kids are having sex at an early age as if they don't have parents. I really don't get why is the church shying away from sex education. I don't get it. Please, can someone make me understand? Make it make sense, please. Why is the church shying away from sexual activity talks? I really don't get it, because for me, sex is more spiritual than anything else. And at church, it should be a norm to talk about sex, to educate about sex, so that young kids may grow to understand what are they really doing when they are engaging in sexual activities, you know? Because not everyone understands that sex is a spiritual thing. Even old people, they don't get that. They don't get that when you are having sex, you are giving a piece of yourself to someone else. They don't get that. They are not aware of that. Most people think that sex is just an activity to find pleasure or to satisfy your cravings, of which sex is more than that. We are still going to dive in deep on what is really sex about, you know. But at this point, I just wanted to make a point that there's more to sex than just the activity or the tough part, you know. There's more to sex than just that. And our kids should grow up knowing exactly what sex entails, you know, what this activity is all about. And if you don't teach your kids about that, who do you think is teaching your kids? Because I can tell you for free that the society will teach your kids about that. Their peers will teach them about having sex, and they are just going to teach them about having the pleasure out of sex, out of the activity, and that's it. The society won't tell your kids that when they are having sex with someone, you are giving out a piece of you and you are receiving as well the demons of this person. You are receiving his or her demons as well. Do you get that? You are receiving anything negative. So it is very important to look and study who you are having sex with. It is very important to look at where is this person in life in terms of intellect. Intellectual, where is this person at? Because trust me, you will get everything negative that this person has to bring, especially for ladies, because we are receivers. We are the receivers. So whenever you are having sex, yes, you might look at this boy and see, oh no, he's cute and all that. But what about his intellect? Is this guy at the right state of mind? Because if he's not, trust me, you will inherit all that negative energy that this guy has. Guys, let's not engage in sexual activities for just having sex or just having pleasure. You might not see things going well in your life and think that you are bewitched, whereas you are bewitching yourself, because you are just choosing random people to have sex with, because all you want is that thrill, all you want is that pleasure. Yet there's more to sex than that. Yes, we all want pleasure, but you have to look at the person you are having sex with. So I humbly ask you guys to have these conversations with your kids, because till this day, they are still relevant. They are still much needed. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching up until the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as it will help the channel to grow. Don't forget to share it to your friends, to your family, to your colleagues. Please share this video, as it will help the channel a lot. And from my side to you, I will see you on the next video. And please don't forget to spread kindness whenever you got time, right? Peace out.